Do you know this guy, Uncle Roger?
He's on YouTube?
Yeah, he's on YouTube.
I've heard of him here and there.
He makes these parody videos. He makes these videos.
You can't cook. This is how you cook or something like that.
Yeah, he criticizes food videos on YouTube where usually it'll be like some big chef. I think he criticized
Like
Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
And then he had another hit video where he criticized a BBC cooking show.
Oh, yeah?
I think in one of them was fried rice. He just flipped out. I mean, it's a parody thing, right? He's playing a character. He flipped out the way that they were making the fried rice, and then in a different one, I don't know, he flipped out a couple different, that's his whole character, right?
Uh-huh.
Anyway, he's getting attention today for, well, actually not for comedy at all. He did a video, apparently, with a guy who I watch on YouTube, and I didn't know he was in hot water, this other guy with China. So the guy Strictly Dumpling, I'm sure you've watched him.
Oh, yeah, Mikey Chen.
I believe it's Mikey Chen. I want to get this right. Yeah. So he's got those great videos. He goes to 7-Eleven in Singapore or whatever. I love that stuff.
And just gorge. He likes gorging.
How fun is that stuff, though?
Yeah.
And it's the
he's
unusual,
always positive, and
it's the unusual items.
the food it looks really
And
good.
it's always a surprise. And he finds the kind of weird spots. Like I watched one episode of his. He's eating in a department store, and it actually has good food. I don't know if it was Japan or where he happened to be at that moment, but he obviously has an appreciation for food. He loves to eat.
Yes.
Seems like he's in a generally good mood. And I couldn't imagine that anybody would have anything against him.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine it. But apparently, in the past, he's been critical of the Chinese government.
Really?
Yeah, he's been outspoken on whatever, human rights and whatever else. And so I presume they're not such a big fan of him. Well, this other guy, Uncle Roger, I think he's got some sort of a fan base in China. Oh. And so he does this collab video and takes some heat on the collab. Not that much heat because he was quick to move and delete it.
Oh.
He was quick to move and delete it because he went on Weibo after, which is, of course, the Chinese social media app, and started saying, it was a bad judgment. I shouldn't have had that guy on. Now, I don't think anything happened in the episode that was particularly bad, but people were just mad that he let that guy on the show. They were like, I don't agree with that guy's beliefs or whatever, and therefore I'm going to be upset with you, kind of thing, which I don't think is necessarily justified. But he went on there, apparently deleted it, and then here's the quote, what he said on Chinese social media. He said, taking into account the seriousness of the situation and the possible negative effects of the video itself, after discussion, we decided to delete it. Now, he does say we, so I guess maybe they both agreed to delete it. Even though this guy is based in the U.S. Chen is based in the U.S. This guy is UK-based. Uncle Roger is UK-based and of Malaysian descent. And Chen, on the other hand, Strictly Dumpling, he's in the U.S. and he's criticized Beijing on a couple of things in the past. So what a crazy, you just try to make a nice, fun collab and it turns into this. Mm-hmm. And I guess the unfortunate part is that somebody like Strictly Dumpling, I know he probably hates being called that, but it's just the way I know the channel, so I can't help it.
That's fair.
For somebody like him to be in a position like this where you've now featured on someone's video and you feel guilty for the fact that this person is taking heat based on something that you've said, it's just a really weird and awkward, being a YouTuber myself and knowing how that could go down, it's just unfortunate the way that had to work, but it seems to be the way they decided to do it. And I just want to say this, by the way, I don't even want to weigh in necessarily on a variety of positions here. All I want to say is this stuff is complicated and hard to navigate as a content creator with a fan base that's global and a fan base that has a variety of viewpoints. It's just not as straightforward as it might feel for somebody that hasn't necessarily attempted to manage that. But that is in no way a defense of the action. In my case, I would have hoped that they could have found some other way to do this or keep it up, and it wasn't forced to be taken down. But It's just this stuff is hard to navigate sometimes.
Yeah.